So, what if the secret to a long, happy, and truly meaningful life wasn't some big secret at all? What if it was a principle you could start living today? Well, we're about to dive into a powerful Japanese concept that could totally reshape your sense of purpose: Ikigai.
It's a question we've all wondered about, right? Why do some people seem to live these incredibly long, happy lives? Is it their diet? Is it just good genetics? Or is it something deeper? A sense of purpose that keeps that inner fire burning? Well, it turns out the clues are waiting for us on a small island in Japan.
Take a look at this number, 24.55. What is that? Well, that is the number of people over 100 years old for every 100,000 people living in Okinawa, Japan. That is way, way higher than the global average. And this isn't just some statistical fluke, it's a huge clue that points directly to a really powerful way of living.
A lot of people believe the secret to this incredible longevity can be summed up in one single word: Ikigai. It's kind of like the art of staying young while you're growing old, of finding this deep purpose in every single day. But what does that actually mean?
So put simply, Ikigai translates to a reason for being. The French call it a raison d'être. Just think of it as the thing that gets you out of bed each morning. Not with some frantic, stressful energy, but with a clear, calm sense of purpose that just gives your life meaning.
So the idea is that your Ikigai is found right in the middle, at the intersection of four really essential questions. What do you love? What are you good at? What does the world need? And what can you be paid for? Finding that center point, that sweet spot where all four overlap, that's the key. That is your reason for being.
And look, this isn't something you just go out and find, like a new job or something. It's more of a patient journey inward. It's like you're an archaeologist, carefully digging to uncover this purpose that's already hidden deep down inside you. It takes time, reflection, and being really honest with yourself.
Okay, so that's the big idea, the philosophy. But what does Ikigai actually look like in daily life? Well, let's explore some of the real, tangible habits of the world's longest living people in these places called blue zones. And we'll start right back in Okinawa.
One of their biggest secrets is an ancient piece of wisdom: Hara Hachi Bu. It's just a simple reminder to stop eating when your stomach is about 80% full. Now, this isn't about dieting to lose weight, it's about mindful eating. It reduces those long digestive processes that can actually accelerate how our cells age.
And then there's this other incredible pillar, the moai. This is basically a lifelong, super close-knit group of friends. These friends offer emotional, social, and sometimes even financial support for their entire lives. It creates this powerful sense of belonging that we know reduces stress and absolutely increases life expectancy. When you look across all these blue zones, it's never just one thing, is it? A really clear pattern emerges. A simple diet, heavy on the plants. Constant, gentle movement like walking or gardening, deep, meaningful social connections, and right there, at the very heart of it all, a powerful sense of purpose, their Ikigai.
This Japanese proverb just nails the spirit of it. In fact, in Japan, there isn't really a word that means retire in the way we think of it in the West. Stopping work completely. People just keep doing what they love for as long as they can, because their work and their purpose are completely intertwined.
All right, so we've talked about the external habits. Now let's shift gears and go a little deeper into the internal state of mind. Because having a purpose is one thing, but how do we actually experience it in our day-to-day life? Well, this is where this amazing concept called flow comes in.
This isn't a new idea. Aristotle's ancient wisdom really captures it. Flow is that state you get into when you're so completely absorbed in an activity that nothing else seems to matter. And we find it through focused, repeated action, turning our passions into these habits of excellence.
Just think about it for a second. When does time just seem to melt away for you? Is it when you're painting, playing music? Maybe it's coding or solving a really complex problem? That feeling of completely losing track of time, where your ego just dissolves and you become one with the task, that is the state of flow. And that is where you get closest to your Ikigai.
So how do we find this state of flow? Well, it's all about a delicate balance. If a task is way too easy for our skills, we get bored, right? If it's way too difficult, we get anxious. Flow exists in that perfect sweet spot, that channel where a challenge stretches our abilities just enough to keep us totally engaged, learning, and growing.
But there is a huge enemy of flow in our modern world: multitasking. We think we're being so efficient, but what we're really doing is just switching our focus back and forth really quickly. And research shows this absolutely kills our productivity by like 60%, and it makes achieving flow pretty much impossible. The real path to purpose requires focus, just concentrating on one single thing at a time.
So, we have explored the what, the how, and the why of Ikigai. We've talked about the habits and the mindset. Now, the journey turns inward. How can you take all these lessons and start to cultivate your own art of living?
Here are 5 simple steps to get you started. And look, this isn't about some massive, life-altering change you have to make overnight. It's about starting small. It's about finding harmony in your daily habits, appreciating the little things, and consciously making time for those activities that put you in that beautiful state of flow.
And ultimately, this is the core message, isn't it? Your Ikigai is your why. As the psychiatrist Viktor Frankl saw, in the most difficult circumstances imaginable, having a purpose, a real reason to keep going, gives us this incredible resilience to handle almost any how life throws at us. And so, we're going to end right here with a question just for you. This isn't about finding the final answer right now. It's just about taking the very first step on a meaningful path. So, what is one small thing you can do today to connect with what you love, what you're good at, and what the world needs? Your journey starts right now.